Grace and peace, dear family. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on African Diaspora News Channel. Have some breaking news for you, very important Black family. Everyone needs to hear this. I'm reading to you now some of the latest from Daily News that was just released not too long ago. You can see this beautiful picture of this, our dear sister body. Watch this. Pregnant South African woman, 28, found dead hanging in a tree. A beautiful South African sister's body found dead hanging in a tree. Again, this is from New York Daily News. It says that the body of a young pregnant South African woman was found Monday hanging in a tree outside of Johannesburg following her disappearance last week. The stabbed body of 28-year-old, and I hope I'm not mispronouncing her name, Tishi Gafatso Pule, was 8 months pregnant, was found Monday in a tree in Rudiport, about 15 miles northwest of Johannesburg. Local newspapers said about 9 miles from the crime scene, apparently is where it was, from Meadows Lands. It says, was last seen Thursday night when she told family she went to see her boyfriend who lives in Florida, about 6 miles south in the nearby province of Gauteng. A relative said she was spotted getting into an Uber ordered by the boyfriend. A community member found her hanging from a tree before alerting authorities. My goodness. And they confirmed that she was pregnant. No suspects have been named and an investigation is underway. Family, this we learned in the wake of several Black American men whose body has been recently found. I believe even Brother Phil said one just recently was found in the Houston, Texas area as well. And right now, we find that California is investigating the hangings of 2 Black men. By the way, local law enforcement from some of these bodies that are literally lynched, literally found in trees, you're finding that law enforcement is immediately coming out without even completing investigations saying that there's no foul play and it's a suicide. Well, how can you know that when you haven't even completed your investigation? Please be aware that if law enforcement is saying this, it's very likely that law enforcement is collaborating, because law enforcement is replete, is teaming with members of white supremacist, racist organizations. We know this. Even the FBI has acknowledged that that is a problem. We know that the military has been infiltrated. Some would not even say infiltrated. Some said it's made up of them. Somebody talk Black to me. Listen to this. I'm reading this from VOA News that was just released. It says how officials in 2 Southern California communities are investigating the hanging deaths of 2 African-American men. The body of 24-year-old Robert Fuller was found last week in Palmdale, hanging from a tree near City Hall. They're trying to say that these are suicides. Near City Hall, Black family, our Black brothers are literally going to torture themselves and hang themselves from one of the most symbolic white supremacist forms of murder and terrorism. Late last month, the body of Malcolm Harsh, who was 38, was also found hanging from a tree in Victorville near a homeless campsite. Authorities in both locations, it says, initially suspected the men had committed suicide, but are now reserving final decisions in response to community uproar and pending further investigations. Of course they did, because it's clear that they are complicit and they're covering for these white supremacists. We know there have been stories based on information and belief that some of these law enforcement give white supremacists the heads up. While a lot of these cities in America went up in flames, did you all see that recent footage that came out where a white police officer was found unbeknownst to him, being recorded, telling members of a white supremacist organization where they can hide so that they wouldn't get arrested and so that they wouldn't be dealing with tear gas or something to that effect, I believe it was. Think about that. A police officer was just recorded giving members of a white supremacist organization the location of where to hide so that they wouldn't be affected by any tear gas and also very likely avoid going to jail. Why are they using specifically murders hanging from a tree. Even though we've been telling you stories on this very network where they have been doing it in recent history, why does it seem like the momentum is picking up? Black family, it is written. The prophecy lets us know in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 that the man of sin is being revealed, not the spirit of sin, not the devil that they told you existed that's under the earth in hell is being revealed, but the man of sin. There is a group, there is a people that has been causing all kinds of hell on the earth. Specifically, we know for sure in America for nonstop 465 years, and we know around the world. This same suspect has been masquerading, y'all hear me today, as a man. But the traits of these people has been anything but. It's been anti-human. They have been bloodshedders. They have been liars. They fit the descriptions of John chapter 8 where it says the devil is a liar. They fit the description of this people in John chapter 10 that says that the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. What people fits the description of being a liar and the father of lies? What people fits the description of being what? That comes to steal, kill, and destroy. These are characteristics and traits that are being revealed. And we got to pay attention to it, family, because when you know the true nature of your open enemy, you will stop saying, I forgive you. You will stop engaging that enemy as if they were you. You will start treating him like a man or a woman that belongs outside. If you act like you a lion, a bear, or a tiger, you get treated like one. We'll drive you back to the jungle. Somebody black talk black to me. And we'll make sure that we separate ourselves from you. We can't be duped now in this season to open up our arms, open up our nation, open up our communities to you so that you can come in and destroy us. We now recognize you for who you are. I want you to take courage, family. You do need to be aware. We need to be wise when we go out and about, because we are seeing them retaliate now more openly. Because as it's written, they know that their time is short. And they're doing this type of murder in terms of hangings, in terms of lynchings, because they want to instill a certain kind of fear. But this is a time now for us to rise up and to be fearless. Be wise, be strategic, don't be reckless, be calculated so that you can be effective. But also remain fearless. Because this open enemy of ours knows that their time is short. You won't forever rule our world. This is our planet, and your time is up because you've been destroying it. We're coming out of you now as it's written so that we don't partake of your plagues. You've made the whole earth a cesspool, and your days are coming to an end. We don't fear this enemy, black family. We unify as a black nation around the world, and we stand up to them with wisdom. And we know that when we do that, we'll be supported by an army you can see and by an army you can't see. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a proud contributor here on African Diaspora Network. Please like, please share this podcast out. The world needs to hear this most important news, black family. There is a war of the gods that's going on. When I say gods, I mean one with force and power, and we will surely win because we're on the side of righteousness. My name is Vicki Dillard. Again, you can follow me under that name on my Facebook fan page. Go to my Facebook fan page at Vicki Dillard. Follow me on Twitter at Dillard Vicki, and follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Some folks have asked me about my contact information and Cash App and so forth. You can get all of that information on my website at MissVickiTV.com. MissVickiTV.com. The link and the proper spelling of my name and the links are in the chat. Thank you so much. I came to you in peace. I leave you in peace. Mwah.